Evaluating Kaitly is the story of a woman who believed her life as she knew it to be over. Rachel is a woman who has been through chemotherapy, who has lost her hair at this point, who does not really have a desire to start a new life. She's very apprehensive of picking up her old life. However, her first day back at work, she meets this young girl who, through just pure innocence and pure love and friendship and curiosity, they spark a relationship and have a moment together that allows Rachel to desire something more, to move on with her life, to maybe pick up an old life or start a new life. The story is based on a true story from a woman named Judy Sherwood, who I had worked with at Brown Mackey College. And one day we were just sharing teaching stories. She began telling the story of when she had chemotherapy, had lost her hair, and had this amazing interaction with this young girl who very innocently changed her way of thinking about things. And just that tiny moment really sparked an interest in me, and I felt that I really wanted to tell that story and to dive into that character a little bit more. And thanks to Judy, she was gracious enough to give us the rights to tell that part of her life, and we are very thankful for that. Judy, she had the job of the main character in the film, that is to go into classrooms, evaluate students, and most of the time she never even talked to students. But this one time, this young girl came up to her and just started talking, and Judy at the time was going through chemotherapy and had lost all her hair at the time, and just this enjoyable, innocent conversation began. She felt just extremely touched by this small moment.
Why are you watching me?
I'm watching everyone.
You're only looking at me.
Hearing Judy tell the story, the true story of what had happened, and just the conversation that they had had, I was thinking it was clever and it was fun, but the exact moment I felt that it was something that could be portrayed in a film really well was when she asked to touch her head. And just this young, innocent girl who has no real idea of the horrors of cancer and chemotherapy, and just having her experience this now bald woman through just a very simple touch just was so profound and so powerful. And I felt the entire short film leads up to that moment. And that moment is the catalyst for change for her, for the main character. And I just felt that would be an excellent, just great cinematic moment. And so once I heard that, I felt like, wow, immediately, this could be a really neat visual short film with such a powerful moment. I felt it would make a better short film than a feature, mostly because centered around that moment and just a shift in the main character from an unwillingness to start her life again, almost an unwariness, like a worry about starting a life again that might be taken away from her. I felt that is better told as a very condensed story, and instead of trying to draw out a love story, hint at one. And instead of trying to draw out how horrible the cancer was or something, just hint at what she's been through, what she feels like. And I felt we could tell all of that visually. That leads itself really well to a short film. The adaptation evolved mostly through me discussing with Judy some of the high points of the conversation that they had, and what it meant to her and what it felt like at the time. From that, I took it to my friend Michael J. Whistler, and together we pounded out a script that we felt hit the major high points of the story that was originally there. Stories like this in real life often take years or months to show a change or a shift in someone's personality. So obviously there's a lot of fictionalization of it. And the addition of sort of the love story, we added that in order to not just make it more movie-like, but to have something universal in her life that she might want to fight for then. To have something that all the audiences could see, oh, that's what kind of picking up a life is like. Allowing someone like that into your life. The 4 or 5 minute conversation that they have while all the other children are reading the book, that is almost word for word what Judy said she remembered from the conversation.
Does your mom know you did that?
I didn't do it. It fell out.
Did you get in trouble?
I feel the character in the story that I identify the most with is Kaitly, actually. This young girl who's sort of just doing her own thing and being herself and, unapologetically herself, just, correcting other kids at times. And just that spark of innocence. I would love personally to do that more, to just be myself and have that sort of spark of innocence of I'm going to do my own thing, and hopefully I can touch other people and affect other people just by being me. I hope the audiences that see the film get out of it the same thing that I got out of it the first time I heard the story and the first time that Mike and I were working on the script, and just this sense of how just pure innocence can change a life, and just how daily interactions that we weren't expecting or maybe not even hoping for just catch us off guard and can change our life in that way. It can inspire us to try new things, to pick up an old life, to start a new life.
I wrote a quick note in there for you.